Hello and welcome to The Loop. I'm Matt Bruning.
And I'm Erin McBride. ODOT crews spent several days dealing with flooding issues last week.
Check out these images of US 30 in Wyandotte County. That's where a culvert actually washed out, forcing the closure of the roadway.
At one point, there were more than 30 locations impacted by high water throughout the state. Among them, I-71 south of downtown Columbus. The highway was closed for several hours after floodwaters began rising.
Well, high water got close to flooding I-70 near Buckeye Lake in Licking County, but fortunately it did not make it to the mainline lanes and only closed a ramp to State Route 79.
All the rain led to a landslide that impacted a portion of State Route 7 in Lawrence County. Crews worked to clean up this muddy mess and get the road back open.
Thank you to all of the ODOT crews who spent time putting up barricades and making emergency repairs to keep Ohio moving.
A northeast Ohio highway is back open after a sinkhole forced a portion of it to close. Ray Marsh has more from District 4.
Thanks, guys. In mid-April, a large sinkhole, roughly 8 foot by 10 foot large, appeared on State Route 82 westbound in Trumbull County. The cause? A failed culvert. This was no ordinary culvert. It was conveniently located 30 feet below the roadway and was over 100 feet long. ODOT crews immediately arrived at the location and shut down the road to ensure the safety of the motorists, as an average of 23,000 vehicles per day travel this stretch of State Route 82. District 4 quickly filled out an application for a Type A emergency, and it was approved, allowing the contractor to immediately begin replacing the culvert. With the district and contractor working so hard on this emergency project, State Route 82 was able to reopen in just 4 weeks. This quick work ensured that essential goods and services could continue to be delivered throughout the region. For The Loop in Summit County, I'm Ray Marsh.
Well, a close call for an ODOT crew working to make pavement repairs on I-76 last week. You can see a vehicle strike the side of one of our trucks in the work zone before it crashes. The Ohio State Highway Patrol cited the driver for being impaired. Fortunately, no one was hurt.
This is the 11th time ODOT crews have been hit since Valentine's Day. We cannot stress this enough. When you see any roadside worker, please move over or slow down. It's the law.
More people are getting back on the road, and we've been taking a closer look at traffic volumes across the state since the coronavirus situation began. Traffic volumes actually bottomed out at about 49% the week of April 5th. Since then, they've been on a steady rebound.
As you get back on the road, it's so important to remember the essentials. Obey the speed limit, buckle up, drop the distractions, and of course, drive sober. And always remember to move over or slow down when you see roadside workers.
And we've all seen the memes like this one. Well, the fact of the matter is we've never actually stopped working. In fact, fewer vehicles on the road make it possible to complete some of the work during the day that we typically restrict to overnight hours.
We put those restrictions in place to reduce the risk of a large traffic backup, especially in our urban areas. There were 41 projects across the state that took advantage of the relaxed restrictions.
Busy State Route 747 in Butler County just got a lot safer. The first flashing yellow arrows at 9 separate intersections along State Route 747 were just installed last month as part of a larger pilot project to study the effectiveness of the flashing yellow arrow. Although this is the first one installed on an ODOT road, flashing yellow arrows have been used for years in other states as well as on local roads in Ohio. Here's how they work.
The new flashing yellow arrow means turns are permitted, but you must first yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians, then turn with caution. Remember, oncoming traffic has a green light. A flashing yellow arrow signal offers a safer, more efficient way to handle traffic turning left at busy intersections. This will be followed by a steady yellow arrow warning you that the left turn signal is about to change red.
So how much safer are flashing yellow arrows for making left turns? Well, they've been proven to reduce left turn crashes by 40%. Who knew?
Thanks a lot, Dave. We'll get more ODOT news online at transportation.ohio.gov. Follow us on social media. And of course, we always love your story ideas and feedback by email to loop@dot.ohio.gov.
And now, you're in the loop.